Jumping into our next story, this lawyer is helping one side of the argument between employer and employee.
So you guys, if you are looking to quit your job, you're scared of the laws and so on, a lawyer advice to those who want to quit their job. Job search is a journey, as we all know, that does not end. You know, you need to go through several jobs to find the right fit, which is, by the way, totally okay, and it's all part of the journey. However, quitting a job is not as easy as having a friends gathering, just like quitting and leaving. You know, it's like not that easy. So in a recent video, a lawyer answered all of the questions in regard to quitting a job. He first said it is okay for an employee to resign and leave their employer during 6-month probation period.
Right, so if you're in your probation, you can resign and leave, no problem. He also clarified that no fees should be paid to the employer if they resign during probationary period. And also regarding visa fees, it's illegal for an employee to pay visa fees regarding the travel ban. The lawyer clarified, saying if an employee resigns without notice, the employer can file an absconding case with proper notice and no travel ban would be imposed.
And lastly, of course, if an employee resigns and leaves their employer during the 6-month probationary period, the employee can for sure find a new job and stay in the UAE. You know, because like I see a lot of companies who do not follow the laws, right? And they kind of like, I would say, in a weird way, they're just like not following the law, and it's just like not okay. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, you know what, you're leaving, and then they get very salty about it and they get very bitter. It's like, what is that for? It's not needed.
Yeah, and you do hear, you're so right, you hear horror stories here. What I would always say is contracts are so important ahead of time before you sign anything. And also make sure you sign something. I think that people go into things without things signed, and then therefore you're also stuck in a situation. The reality of unless you're lucky enough to have a golden visa, we're connected to our employers here by visa, so our work is extremely important.